Good morning, people. So, it's Monday. It's actually going to be a very busy day. A lot of projects. There's a doctor's appointment that we have to go to. And I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. May have to save some and do it for tomorrow. But, if I have to, I have to. And tomorrow, we're going to take the girls out to my mom's. Because mom's actually home this week. Anyway, this past week was maybe not all that busy, but potty training with Maggie is we're making very slow progress. She's very stubborn and doesn't want to do it like she should. I mean, she's ready to do it, she just doesn't want to. So she's actually going potty on the potty, but she doesn't always tell me when she needs to go potty. She's only done that twice, actually. And she's done it once with her daddy, but he didn't know. Well, I think the first time that she did it with me, I didn't quite know what to do. And the second time, she was getting out of the bath. So I was like, okay, I'll just put you on the potty. You're getting out of the bath, you're pretty much ready to go on the potty. So I think that's what I should have done the first time. And Josh didn't know it either. And I'm not sure he realized that she told him that she needed to go potty. I heard her, but even I was like, what do we do? So I think that's what we were supposed to do, was put her on the potty. I don't know. She's the first kid I have ever potty trained. She's not the first one I've seen it done with. My nieces, when they were all growing up, well, my oldest niece anyway, I remember seeing her potty trained, but I was like 12. I didn't really care at the time. I mean, I was more concerned with running around with my friends and reading books, and I was homeschooled at the time, and I just kind of did whatever homework I had very quickly, or I avoided it. I did that a lot, actually. I shouldn't have. But, yeah. So, potty training my daughter is a very new thing to me. Yes, I know my hair is a mess. That's how it always looks. Anyway. So, that's how last week went with Maggie, and Sarah is holding her head up and looking around and making new noises. She has somehow managed to learn how to click her tongue. I didn't teach her this. I actually think probably one of my nieces did when they were watching the girls last week. Did you take that off of the play mat? Isn't it cute? Anyway, so we were making slow progress with the girls. I try to have Sarah doing tummy time as much as possible. According to my mom, I'm doing it too much, but when Maggie was little, they always told me I didn't do it enough and that there was no such thing as too much tummy time. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or right. I just know that Sarah is making good progress and everything. Unlike Maggie when she was little, I was very stubborn. And yeah, I know I didn't do things right with Maggie, but I did things to the best of my ability at the time and to the best of my knowledge. And I was very stubborn in that I didn't listen to other people, like others, like my mom and my aunt, my sister, that had done all of it before. So I'm listening now, but I do know that as they are my kids, I do have ideas of my own about how I want to do things, and I definitely do it. Like, my Aunt Sheila was all, put a baby gate up here and a baby gate up there, and I'm like, no baby gates. I've never really used a baby gate for my kids. So, yeah. I mean, I'm a big believer in telling them no and making them learn it. Making them mind. So, yeah. And although Maggie is 2, because I've made her learn how to mind and listen to the word no. No, she doesn't always, but she's a lot better than what she could have been at 2 years old. And I mean a lot better. I've seen some kids that you can tell they weren't taught how to listen when they were little, because they were just into everything in the store. I mean, I was in the dollar store the other day, and this lady had taken her kids in, and I guess, like, she was trying, but she'd tell them no once, and then they'd start screaming, and she'd go, okay, you can have it. Literally, that's what she did. And I thought it was just nuts. Well, I thought she was kind of nuts anyway, just for taking her kids in the store with the current situation, with the big, scary virus. I haven't been taking my kids into any of the stores, but, I mean, I'm doing it mostly out of fairness, because Sarah's not quite big enough anyway. So, to be fair, I wasn't taking Maggie in either, because I just knew that Maggie, if I took her in, she was going to be like, the baby, like, wanting